The discovery of rice beer. Long, long ago, in a small village, there was a young boy who lived with his father. His mother had passed away when he was still a teenager, leaving him to fend for himself with his father. Soon after, his father remarried a woman who seemed kind at first, but as time passed, the boy's stepmother began to reveal her true nature. At first, everything seemed normal. The new wife treated the boy like she would any other child. But as the years went by and her own son grew older, the stepmother started to treat the boy differently. Her kindness faded, and soon she began mistreating him. She would give him cold, often spoiled food while she prepared the best meals for her own son. Sometimes, the food was so bad it smelled foul, and the boy couldn't bear to eat it. This treatment was not just about food. His stepmother's cruelty grew over time, and the boy became increasingly isolated. She showed no care for him, ignoring him while lavishing attention on her biological son. But the boy, being resourceful, found ways to cope. Instead of throwing away the rotten food, he would take it and wrap it up in large leaves, hiding it away from sight. He didn't want to waste it, nor did he want to upset his stepmother by refusing her offerings. One day, when the boy went to check on the hidden food, he was surprised by a sweet aroma wafting from the leaves. He hesitated for a moment, unsure of what to expect. He had been used to the foul smell, but this was different. The scent was strangely inviting. Curiosity overcame his hesitation, and he decided to taste what he had once thought inedible. To his amazement, the food, which had once smelled putrid, now tasted surprisingly good. It was not only edible, but it was also nutritious. The fermentation had transformed the food, turning it into something stronger, more nourishing, and even pleasant to the taste. As days passed, the boy continued to eat the fermented food. His strength and health began to improve. He grew more energetic, his body becoming stronger and more resilient. His stepmother, noticing the changes in him, became curious. How could her stepson, who had been eating what she considered spoiled food, look healthier and more vibrant than her own son? The stepmother grew suspicious, wondering how the boy had become so much stronger despite the bad food she had been giving him. She couldn't understand how something that she thought was waste could have such an effect on the boy's health. Her curiosity grew, but she didn't yet know the secret. As time went on, word spread through the village about the boy's newfound vitality. Others began to notice and wonder how he had become so much healthier. The boy, now more confident in his health, shared his discovery with the villagers. He explained that by leaving the food to ferment, by letting it sit and change, the food became not only edible, but actually nourishing. People began to try the same method, fermenting their own food, and they too began to experience the benefits. The process of fermenting rice and other grains gradually became a practice among the villagers. Over time, the fermented rice turned into a drink, what we now know as rice beer. It was a beverage that not only helped preserve food, but also provided a source of nutrition and strength. As the years passed, the discovery of rice beer spread beyond the village. It became a traditional drink in many cultures, particularly in places where rice was a staple crop. It was consumed for its health benefits, and in some cultures, it became part of sacred rituals or social gatherings. And so, it was through an unfortunate set of circumstances, a boy mistreated by his stepmother, that the discovery of rice beer was made. What began as an accident, born from the need to survive and make use of food that was once considered spoiled, turned into a life-changing discovery that has lasted for generations. From that day forward, the boy's secret was shared far and wide, and the humble beginnings of rice beer became a symbol of resilience, creativity, and the ability to turn adversity into something beneficial. And that's how rice beer, a drink enjoyed by so many today, was discovered.